Here's part 12 of Woom. 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 I hope my dog shit acting is really setting the mood, because trust me, this gets weirder. So Shala's just been crying and sitting in the corner and asking to leave, and she's pleading with Angel, please God, just let me go. I don't know what you want from me. What do you want from me at this point? I don't know why I'm here. Why are you telling me all of this? Like, if you can't do that, then why am I here? Why I here? I know no. And then Angel revealed the main motive of why Shyla is there. If I'm being honest with you, Shyla, you're here because of your fantastically stretched birthing canal. I'm sorry, what? Oh yeah. Yeah, you see, the metaphor of being reborn has meant a lot to me. And I thought, since I was tied up in that rug, the actual act of rebirth has enthralled me. I felt powerful when I was reborn. Nani the fuck? Alright, I used to be a swimmer, as you just heard. And I've been practicing holding my breath again. Okay? So, as I've been telling my stories and revealing my life to you and actively stretching you out during these stories, I want you to have the opportunity to give birth. Yes. I want to squeeze my bald head inside you, Shyla, and give you the opportunity to give birth, since you cannot have kids, as you disclosed to me. You are unable to have children, but I'm willing to give you the opportunity to give birth to me. Hell no. This is fucking weird, dude. I'm going to leave. I know you paid me for my time, but I'm going to actively say no and back out this fucking door. Shyla, I'm so sorry to hear that. I didn't want it to come to this, but he grabbed chloroform and a damp rag from his bag and then snuffed her out and made her pass out. So the last bit of this book, we are on the final part, it was very descriptive, but Shyla passed out on the bed. And she is a heavier girl, as you know, and Angel has to get at a specific angle, and he forced Shyla on the ground. So I'm sure you've caught on to this, but Angel's main motive is to actually experience birth. What he is going to do is insert his head up to his jaw and simulate the act of birth. This is his last-ditch effort to experience a literal sense of rebirth. This is a ritual to him. He's been preparing for this for a long time, but he is hoping that this is almost like the revelation after a botched scooter slide, suicide attempt, and he's hoping that he can find a sense of worth if he is actually born again. And as you are aware from the earlier parts, that Shyla doesn't have a proper reproductive system, since she had been, internally damaged from a violent abuse. So for some reason this made her a perfect candidate, since she has a very grippy 6000. So Angel finally wedged himself inside of Shyla, and it was like a whole spiritual experience. He sat there up to his fucking neck inside this woman, and he was laying there, and it was describing the feeling of being inside, the texture, the smell, or lack thereof of a smell, and how all the noise just kind of snuffed out, and it was very like a sensory deprivation type of experience. As he was in there, it was like a oh, I feel this is a ritual, like, oh, clean, this is going great. And then he got violent memories of being attacked by a coat hanger all over again, and he tried to get himself out. Well, unfortunately, the muscles began to contract and he was stuck. And as he tried to push and shove himself out of Shyla, he couldn't and began to suffocate. Now, it's been a couple minutes and Shyla finally came to, and she felt a very intense sense of discomfort. Like, she was still a little unaware of what was going on, but she felt something was off. Since she was coming to and a little confused, she thought, like, she panicked for a second. She's like, am I pregnant? Am I giving birth right now? Like, what is going on? And then she remembered where she was, and she remembered what Angel told her. She didn't want to look down, but she got a glimpse of a grown-ass man sticking out from. She started to panic, she started to hyperventilate, and she couldn't get up and run. She was kind of stuck at that moment. So there was a very long description of her, focusing on her breath, pretty much pushing a grown-ass man's head from her body. She was worried, like, it looked like he's been there a while. Angel was not moving at all. He was limp, and he wasn't moving. She thought he was deceased. So as soon as, finally, it's been minutes, and she, boop, congratulations, it's a grown-ass bald man. Shyla was sobbing. She was furious at the circumstance. She's like, this is topping the weirdest fucking experience I've ever been through. Angel was laying limp on the ground, face covered in rebirth, and Shyla was like yelling down to him, like, Angel. All he really did was, he was alive, but he rolled to his side, he was nonverbal, and it looked like he just, like, regressed to a childlike state. He began sucking his thumb, and he was just wide-eyed, and he couldn't speak. He looked traumatized. And all Shyla could tell him is, like, Angel, I'm not mad at you. I am not mad at you. I feel bad for you. I'm a little frustrated and upset that you did this when I told you no. You know my past, but I also understand your past. Therefore, I am not mad at you. Angel didn't respond, sucking on his thumb, nonverbal. He just whimpered a little bit and kind of like rocked back and forth. And this is the end of the book where Shyla says, I can take care of you. I'm going to get you to the bathtub, and I'm going to clean you off, and I'm going to take care of you. Since Shyla's past of being an escort, a lot of her roles were playing mommy to baby men. So she took over that role of being a mother at this point, because all he needed in this moment was a mom. And all she told him was, let's get you to the bathtub. I'm going to clean you up. I'm going to take care of you. I will feed you. I will snuggle you. And I'm going to tuck you into bed so you can get some sleep, okay? And that is the end of Woom by Duncan Ralston. The writing in this book was fantastic. The very end was like, I sat on my bed and this was my face as I was reading it. Whack. I've pre-read 3 other books, so the next book will be The Cipher by Kathy Koja. Again, no more Patreon, but if you want a book expedited, because I have over hundreds of books pre-saved from a wish list, but if you want a specific book done, we can work something out and whatever. I don't even care. Bye-bye now.